This notion of grit that's been around for the 5 past years has really picked up in popularity. Now, what I want to challenge you to do is to give up on grit. What I mean by that is that we have to recognize that we are living in a time of grit mania. The common perception of the concept of grit is that essentially, when you have nothing left to give, that you're somehow expected to find that little extra to push you forward. You're supposed to be able to pick yourself by the bootstraps and dig a little bit more deep and get out of whatever hole you're finding yourself into. But that's a contradiction, because in fact, that's not how it works. When we have nothing left to give, how can we give more? There's nothing left to give. In fact, when you observe resilient individuals, you realize that they're not coping individually or in isolation. What they are doing is they are coping as a network, that they have resilient network, that when they have nothing left to give, they lean on each other. They seek out the support from the resources that are there and designed to help them. I guarantee you that there will be moments when you are sort of down and pushed against the wall, and your initial reaction will be to say, I don't want to embarrass myself by seeming like I don't know how to get out of this. I don't want to seem weak or frail by not showing that I can do this on my own. And that is what I propose is potentially dangerous, because when you are in that position, the longer you stay in that position and the longer you try to self-isolate and grind your way out of it, the more danger and the greater the hazard to you in the long term. In fact, resilient individuals are able to access their networks. They're able to seek out the resources early on before they get in any real danger, so that they can dig out of that hole before they're entrenched in it and are then forced to drop out. So as you're thinking about resilience and grit, give up on grit and really understand how you can foster an adaptive resilience that is rooted in the networks that you are able to build. If you think that grit is this individual trait or quality, then that will harm you. But in fact, if you think of resilience as a quality of the networks that we build, that also has an impact on what you cultivate, what you invest in. And my recommendation is that you build resilient networks, that you foster the relationships before you need them, so that when you do need them, you can lean on them.